Hello everyone, welcome back here at La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. Today I am so delighted and would love to share my simple dish. And so we are going to make a special roast beef. So this is my very own way of doing it. Okay, first of all, I would love to walk you through what are the very things that we need. Here in my baking dish, I'm going to line that with parchment paper. Parchment paper here. Okay, beautiful. Set that aside for now, and then we will be using this aluminum foil afterwards. I have here this 1.5 kilos of sirloin beef, which I bought this at Costco. So I'll have to slice this like in between at least three. So slice this one here. So do not slice it all the way down, just a little bit of cut, because we're going to stuff some of our spices. So there's a thread here, and that's very natural. We will just leave it as it is. This part of the beef, this is sirloin, so might as well a little bit tender. So we divided it into 3 parts. So there you go. And what are the very stuffing that we have to add? So first of all, I have to dash that with salt. So adding salt depends upon your taste buds. So salt here. And black pepper. This is my own way of doing roast beef. So this is very unique. You can do your own twist if you want. So I'm going to add some oregano flakes or dry oregano leaves. You can use Italian spices. Okay. Excuse me. And then I am going to add or dash some onion powder. Beautiful. And garlic powder. Okay, nice. Lloyd requested me to make this roast beef, so I'm going to make it special for him. So these are bay leaves or dahon sa paminta or laurel. Then I am going to add this green onion. So I took out the green part, so I'll have to slice this one into halves. So I just leave the roots, but I wash it thoroughly. So those are properly washed. Okay, so I will just stuff this one in between, and also press some garlic, cloves of garlic. Sorry for the noise. So there you go. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. After that, my wonderful friends, I have here my tanglad or lemongrass. So I will just divide it into 3. And you can pound it or press it using your pounder so that the aroma or the oil essentials will come out. Sorry for the noise once again. So just put that one here, and then a little bit of garlic. So we have to close that one here. Okay, there you go. And same procedure A little bit of salt again. And then this pounded lemongrass. And also this sibuyas or the scallions. Add some of this, let's say, pounded garlic. You can add some ginger if you want. The choice is yours. Okay, then we have to close it. They're beautiful. Okay, there you go, lovely friends. So what we will do next is we have to add some of this oregano. You can use some other spices and a little bit here and there. Some salt. And some black pepper. Okay, there you go. And a little bit of garlic powder, garlic salt. You can do your own dashing of your, what do you call this one? Spices. So just a little bit of here and there, but not too much because you will forfeit its purpose. So I'm going to have this aluminum foil. So I'll make sure that it's okay. I will put the beef here. But prior to that, I will just line with parchment paper. So parchment paper at the bottom of this aluminum foil to prevent direct burning of roast beef. Okay, I will just take this. Okay, and then I am going to add some here, like the bay leaf. I forgot here in between this. There you go. That's a bay leaf. Okay, so what we will do next is just add a little bit the bottom part. Okay, and then we're going to add this one here. Okay. Okay, then after that we'll just do this one. Okay, and then I will add the rest of this garlic and also this lemongrass. Put that one there. Okay, give me a second. I will just rinse my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, there. So this is the top part. So I'll have to slightly invert it because at the bottom part, we have to season it. So do like that. There you go. So that's the bottom part. I will just be adding a little bit of oregano, a little bit of garlic salt, some salt here, and also some onion powder. Okay, beautiful. Then I am going to close it. So there you go. Close it, seal it. Okay, very, very easy. Okay, and then I am going to double it with another aluminum foil. Hang on for a minute. So a little bit of larger size of aluminum foil. There you go. So we're going to wrap it. Make sure you wrap it this way. So we are going to bake this one. So the reason why I try to add this parchment paper, which is very, very good for baking and cooking, so that I will not have a hard time in cleaning this baking dish. So there you go. So this is quite sealed. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to bake this for 2 hours at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm preheating my oven. Okay, let's set to bake. That's normally 350, but we're going to have a 375. Okay, let's say 380, 390. Okay, I changed my mind. I put it into 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. Into the oven. Okay, there you go, friends. Now we'll close the oven. Actually, you can put up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are not really in a hurry, you can use 375 or up to 390. But I want it slow cook or slow roast so that it's so tender. So I'm going to set the timer for 2 hours. Oh no. Oops. Okay, there you go, 2 hours. Set that aside. So wonderful friends, I'm going to make creamy mashed potatoes using this red russet type of potato. So I have to wash the potatoes. Then using my peeler, I peel the potatoes and then slice that into cubes. Okay, there you go. And so I have to slice or quarter the potatoes. And then put it into my cooking pot. So once the potatoes are quartered or sliced into halves or whatever desired slices you want, so put into my cooking pot. Into the cooking pot, so you can add either water, just the room temperature of water, or milk. So I'm going to soften that or cook that using my fresh milk. Let's say approximately 2 cups. There you go. Because I want the potato to be very real creamy. Okay, there you go. I'll have to turn on my flame into low medium. I will just add a dash of salt. Adding salt depends upon your taste buds. There you go, then cover it. There you go. Set that aside until the potato is soft or cooked. Okay, wonderful friends. Come, let's check our potatoes. Now, once in a while, you have to make sure that you have to mix it too. Otherwise, the potatoes will stick into your pan, at the bottom of your pan. So this is quite done. So this is good. So I'll have to turn off my heat or flame. Voila. So after that, my wonderful friends, I'll have to put the cooked or the boiled potatoes into my clean, dry mixing bowl all together. So using my scraper or my spatula to scrape off the potatoes and put that one all together here into my mixing bowl. So while the potato is still very warm, I'll have to add at least 1/2 cup of salted butter. So you can use unsalted butter, that's perfectly fine. So I slice or cut the butter into cubes and put it into our potatoes. So if by any chance you don't have salted or non-salted butter, you can use margarine like this. Any brand will do. There you go. And so I'll have to add a little bit of maybe 1/2 cup of fresh milk. You can use evaporated milk if you don't have fresh milk. So there you go. So remember we added some salt already. So I have to add a little bit of black pepper. Okay, there you go, friends. So remember, adding salt and pepper depends upon your taste buds. A little bit of black pepper. Beautiful. So I'm using my electric hand mixer to the point that you don't have your electric hand mixer like this, simply you can use your masher. So I'll have to turn off my electric hand mixer and just into slow beat mode. I'll turn it off first. Now, if you don't have electric hand mixer, you can use masher as what I have mentioned, or fork or tinidor. Okay, there you go. These are my gadgets here. Okay, you can use this potato masher like this. Or you can use your luwag or wooden spoon. So let's continue beating our potatoes and just slow. Okay, there you go. So wonderful friends, this is our creamy mashed potatoes. You can either chop some parsley and garnish it on top, or you can use baby fresh dill. So this is really perfect, and I'm going to show you how to make gravy. I don't know if I still have some cornstarch. I like to use cornstarch in making gravy sauce rather than the all-purpose flour, but I'll have to look into my cupboard if I do have one. Okay, wonderful friends, I'm so fortunate tonight that I still have a new box of cornstarch. So I am just eyeballing all my wonderful ingredients. So let's say I am using let's say okay, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I have here my beef powder broth. Maybe I like to use 1 tablespoon because I'm using teaspoon, right? So 1 tablespoon of beef broth. We have here garlic powder, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. Beautiful. And so some water to dilute, maybe half a cup of water, and some fresh milk, maybe 3/4 of fresh milk. Then I'm going to mix that one using my simple whisk, and then I'll have to turn on my flame. Keep stirring until there will be no more lumps, and all this one will be incorporated together. There are some lumps here from the beef broth powdered beef broth. So we have to achieve at least slightly gravy, not so thick. Okay, there you go. So a little bit of black pepper, then stir it. And I'm going to add salted butter. Okay, I'm going to add approximately 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Okay, there you go. Butter has been added, and you keep on stirring until we will achieve slightly thickened dough. I mean, slightly thickened gravy. It's not dough. I thought I'm making shapoy or Philippines, but okay, this is how it goes. So your flame should just be super low. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to add some brown sugar, maybe 1 tablespoon, to balance the taste of our gravy. So my flame is super low. Until it creates bubble. So that's perfectly fine, and that's cooked already. So we'll check the consistency of our sauce. We'll see. Beautiful. Okay, I'll turn off my flame. Voila. So set this aside. And we have 31 more minutes for our beef, roast beef. So friends, this is my gravy boat. So I'll have to pour my finished product of my gravy into my boat gravy container. For our dessert tonight, we're going to have sweet, delicious mangoes. So friends, it's done. I'll have to take this out now. Okay, there you go, wonderful friends. We'll try to open it. So it produces its own natural juice from the beef. Now, this juice, you can either use this for your gravy. You just add some cornstarch and you're good. So I'll have to check how soft our beef. Dear wonderful friends, I tasted the beef. It's so tender and so soft. So once again, thank you very much, wonderful friends, for watching La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. Stay tuned for more cookings and bakings here at my little kitchen. So that's our beef gravy, and this is our creamy mashed potatoes, and also these are our sweet mangoes for dessert. Okay, there you go. Very soft, very tender. This is a roast beef, and it produces its own natural juice.